children. Here we are again with another interesting lesson for grade 10 students. And I'm glad to be here with my colleague, Ms. Suchitra. Hello, Ms. Suchitra. How are you?
Hello, Ms. Samadhi. I'm doing great. Thank you. And children, how are you today? Hope you're staying safe and happy today as well. So children, we are having a long vacation, right? Because of this pandemic situation. Let's go and ask Ms. Samadhi what she has been doing during this vacation. Ms. Samadhi, what have you been doing during this vacation?
Well, I have been doing a lot of stuff.
All right.
To start with, I've been planting vegetables in my garden with my family. And I've been playing with my brother actually. Yes.
All right.
And I have been trying out new recipes. You will be surprised to know how many new stuff I did. And then I have been teaching on the Guru Gedara educational program with you, of course.
All right, Ms. Samadhi, I can see me there and you there.
Yes. And, well, I think that's enough for today.
Okay, this is what you have been doing.
Exactly. So, given the fact I've been doing this for a long time, well, we have been given holidays till we didn't start our schools. So, to talk about actions that we started in the past, but still happening, continuing, we use the tense called present perfect continuous. So, we use the tense present perfect continuous to talk about actions that we started in the past, but still continuing. Or maybe has only just finished. For an example, I started running in the past. I'm still running now, so I can simply say I've been running. So when it comes to the sentence structure, whenever you want to write a sentence in present perfect continuous, you can follow the structure subject. And according to subject, we can use has or have. Now, why do we have two here, Ms. Suchitra?
All right, to use for plurals and for singular.
Correct. So, according to subject, you use has or have. Then, you use been, B-E-E-N, remember. Then, you add the ing form of the verb after been.
That's right.
So, what happens in these sentences?
So, let's see. If you have the word have, I have been working. This is how you need to say. You, if you take you as a subject, you have been working. What about we? We have been working. They have been working.
Correct.
Let's look at has now. Has is for singular.
Exactly.
He has been working, she has been working, and it has been working.
Yes. So, if the subject is singular, we have to use has. If the subject is plural, we have to use have. You got that correct. So, now when it comes to negative form, we can use the same structure. But what do we do here? We simply add
The word not.
after has or have.
That's right.
So, shall we read these sentences again?
Yes. I have not been working.
Since 8.
Yes. You have not been working. We have not been working. They have not been working.
So, we can use either since 8 or for 2 hours.
That's right.
We'll come back to that, talking about time duration. For now, let's focus on the structure. And when the subject is singular, what happens?
You have to use the word has. She has not been working for 2 hours. She has not been working. It has not been working.
Exactly correct. So, that's how you do the negative form of present perfect continuous.
That's right.
Now, we'll look at some more sentences, so our students will get them properly. So, students haven't been going to school due to the COVID-19 pandemic. You are still not going to school.
That's
but
pathetic.
Yes, but it started in the past. But still, you are having the lessons on Guru Gedara and school. So, yeah. And then, next sentence.
She hasn't been feeling well.
So, she was sick.
Right.
And she is still sick. I
She's
guess.
still sick, yes.
That's why we use present perfect continuous. She hasn't been feeling well. That means she's sick. Next sentence.
They haven't been playing chess.
They haven't been playing chess. So, all these sentences are in negative form in present perfect continuous. When it comes to interrogative form, now what is interrogative again?
What is interrogative? That is question form. Question form.
Exactly. So, when it comes to question form of the present perfect continuous, we just simply put have or has before the subject. So when we take the sentence, she has been reading, the
It
subject.
has to be.
Yes, the subject is she. So what do?
Has she been reading?
Exactly, we take has in front, so it becomes has she been reading? The question. When it comes to yes, no questions, we will look at more examples.
All right.
So I have been following online lessons. Ms. Suchitra, how can you ask the question here?
Have you been following online lessons?
Correct. They have been studying.
Have they been studying?
And for WH questions, well, to get the underlined word as the answer, we have to always use the WH questions at the very beginning of our question. Then we have to just use the rest. For example, I have been sleeping. How about the question?
What have you been doing?
Correct. And I have been hiding behind the cupboard.
It has to be the place.
Oh yes,
Where have you been hiding?
correct.
Where have you been hiding?
Well, you see me here clearly, not hiding here. He has been studying English. How about the question here?
What has he been studying?
It has been raining all day long.
How long has it been raining?
You got that correct. So, when we come to using present perfect continuous tense in English, especially, there are two common ways we are using it for. The first one we already discussed to talk about actions that we started in the past but still continuing. That's the first use. That's the first place where we use in present perfect continuous. And the second use of it to describe actions which have recently finished after being in progress. Don't worry children, we will be discussing them separately, so it will be clear for you. First, we'll talk about the first use, to talk about actions we started in the past but still happening. So as you can see, Michael has been jogging. He started jogging in the past, but still he is jogging. I'm pretty sure he will be jogging in the future too.
That's right.
So he has been jogging for an hour.
Yeah, good for him.
Oh yes. So we focus more on the continuous action. The emphasis is on the duration of the action. Another example. So Dami started to work in a garden at 8 a.m. this morning. Now it is 12 p.m.
That means she has been working in her garden for 4 hours. Wow, that's a long time.
It is a long time, so she's still working. That's why we want to use present perfect continuous here. We look at another one. He has been sleeping for more than 10 hours.
It means he's still sleeping.
Exactly. So, with that said, I want you to learn these two words. That's why I'm introducing for and since. So, we often use the prepositions for or since in present perfect continuous to talk about the duration.
That's right.
So, when it comes to duration, that means the time period, we use for with a period of time. We use since with a point of time. For an example, shall we read this one?
We have been waiting for the bus since 8 o'clock.
Exactly. So it means we couldn't catch the bus yet. Still we are waiting.
Still waiting.
Exactly. And next one.
It has been raining for 3 hours. It means
It is still raining. It started 3 hours ago. Still it is raining for 3 hours. It hasn't stopped yet. So this will be clear for you. Make it clearer for you. So we use for with a period of time. For an example, Ms. Suchitra?
for a few minutes, for 3 weeks, for 2 years.
Exactly. And we can use since when we want to talk about the point of time. It tells us when an action started. So in our present perfect continuous tense, we can simply say we started the lesson at 6 p.m. So the lesson has been telecasting since 6 p.m. So what are the other examples?
You can also say since 2 o'clock. These are the phrases that you can use when you talk about this tense. Since 1998, since Sunday, since she began her new job is also correct.
Correct. Yes. So that's the difference between for and since. You can use these time indicators in your sentence to make it more meaningful. Now, another one. Where is Mantini?
She's sleeping.
So that means she has been sleeping for a long time. Sam and Jay are talking.
They have been talking since their class ended.
Exactly. So, something that they started in the past but still happening, they are using present perfect continuous.
Chatterboxes, I guess.
Yes, they are. So, we are moving to the second use of the present perfect continuous. So, if you can remember, I told you we are using present perfect continuous to talk about actions that have just recently ended, especially when there is still evidence of that action. Yes.
Miss Samadhi, did you notice this? Children, did you notice this?
Okay.
You have such a lot of paint in your hands.
Oh, yes, I
What
do.
have you been doing?
Okay, the thing is, I started painting my room in the morning. So, I have been painting my room.
All right. Are you
So-
still painting it?
Well, I had to run here to do the lesson for our students, our children, but I have just finished it. So, to talk about actions, we have just finished, we can use present perfect continuous. I have been painting my room because you can see the evidence. I
The
have
evidence,
paint.
yes. You can see the evidence.
Exactly. So, for example, after you paint, you may still have paint on your hands. To explain this, you would use the present perfect continuous. Sorry, my hands are dirty. I've just been painting. Another one. Mr. Chitra.
Sorry, I'm all sweaty. What have I been doing, children? I have been exercising, which is really good.
Yes, it is good. You go to do it.
Thank you.
So, I can see that you are sitting. So, that's why I say I've been exercising. And next one. Why are you two crying? Have you been fighting? So, what's the evidence here? It
The
is-
evidence.
Exactly.
You're crying, you have tears on your face.
Yes.
That is the evidence.
So, have you been fighting? I can simply use present perfect continuous to ask the question.
That's right.
So, notice that in each of these examples, there is evidence, paint, sweating, crying, of the recently completed actions. That is painting, exercising and fighting. So, to talk about actions you recently finished, where you can see the evidence, we use the present perfect continuous tense. Then, we are moving into a small exercise. I hope that you can do this very easily now because you have been listening very attentively. So, we'll do it together.
Yes, and
Shall
the
we?
explanation was very clear
Okay.
as well.
Mhm. So, we use the present perfect continuous form of the verb to fill in the blanks. Use the negative form where necessary. For an example, it is enough now. You have been eating for more than half an hour. So, somebody has been eating for a long time.
Somebody who is greedy, I think.
Oh yes, somebody must be hungry. So, as you can hear, we have used the positive form of the present perfect continuous.
That's right.
Now, when you do this, remember sometimes it can be negative too. So, Ms. Suchitra, why don't you take this?
All right. The first sentence is, I feel tired. I blank in the garden all day. The tense, the verb is work. So you can say, I have been working. Positive sentence there. Positive form of the tense. In the garden all day. Have been working.
Yes.
In the same way, the second sentence, the bus has stopped. The bus has stopped for tea because the passengers have been traveling. Traveling, you have to double the last letter. Remember that as well. Have been traveling for 6 hours.
And third one,
We blank go to school. We blank go to school since September. We have been going to school.
well, we have not been going to school since
That's right,
September.
that's
But you
right.
went to school, I know. So, that's why you said that. But I have not been going to school since September.
Right, children have not gone to school.
Oh, yes. And the next one, it has been raining for the last 2 months, causing heavy losses to the farmers. It's still raining. It's pretty bad. How about the last one?
I have been reading this novel since Friday and I have almost come to the end.
But you haven't finished it yet, have you?
I'm still reading it.
Yes. Now, you can see, have you ever seen my cat?
This is your cat?
This is my cat.
All right, that's cute.
Thank you. His name is Tiny.
Tiny.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you know what happened to it yesterday? Well, we'll put it in dialogue so our children will understand what happened very well.
All right.
Okay. So, I have your name there. So, why don't you start?
All right, that says Suchitra. That is
Oh,
nice.
yes.
Okay, so let's go. Hey friend, where's your cat? Tiny.
Oh, hello there. Don't even ask.
Why? What happened?
Well,
to it?
It's okay now, but it has been very sick yesterday.
What happened?
It had been vomiting all day long.
And
It had been coughing and sneezing too.
COVID-19 perhaps.
Come on. I had been worrying too, so I took it to the vet and there I had to wait because the doctor had been checking a sick dog for 3 hours. But finally he said that Tiny had a cold. It is okay now. So children, as you can see, had been coughing, had been worrying, had been checking. This is kind of okay going together with present perfect continuous. But now we are going to focus on past perfect continuous. What does it mean by past perfect continuous? We use past perfect continuous to talk about actions that we started in the past and we were doing it in the past for a certain period of time actually. So, to talk about action which had been in progress up to a particular point in the past, we use in past perfect continuous. So, it started in the past, we did it within a time period and it was completed in the past as well. So, that's how we are using past perfect continuous. For an example, yesterday Tiny started coughing in the morning until it was taken to the doctor at night. So, all day long it was coughing. So, it is fine today though. I can simply say Tiny had been coughing all day.
That's right.
How about the next one?
I started studying at 7:30 p.m. yesterday. At 8 o'clock, the lights went out. So I had been studying for half an hour when the lights went out.
Oh yes, so for half an hour you were doing it.
That's right.
And when it comes to past perfect continuous tense, affirmative sentences, positive sentences, we can simply just use had been and the ing form again. He had been eating. Interrogative, how about the interrogative?
Interrogative is a question form, remember?
Oh, yes.
Had he been eating?
We simply take had in front. And negative sentence again.
He had not been eating, or we can also say he hadn't been eating.
Yes, use the contradiction form. Then the negative question we can say had he not been eating or hadn't he been eating. So we'll do another exercise with our children, shall we?
All right. There's a
Okay.
small task again.
Oh yes. Use past perfect continuous form of the verb to fill in the blanks. Use the negative form where necessary. The example given, look at it children. Why didn't you score enough marks? I had been teaching you for 1 whole year. I'm pretty sure you must have heard this like a lot of times and you are going to be listening to it for some time as well.
That is right.
Yes. So the next one, how about the next one though?
Let's look at the first sentence there. We blank lived freely before the pandemic broke out. So it has to be we had been living.
Because now we are not living freely, we have to wear the mask and we have to be careful. It's better to stay at home as well.
Yes, wash hands everywhere we go.
Yes. And the next one, at the end of the day, we were very tired as we
had been traveling for more than 18 hours.
Oh yes.
That's why you're tired.
Oh yes. And the next one, my son had just switched off the television.
He had been watching cartoons since 5 p.m., which is not a very good thing.
Oh yes. If it was educational program, it's fine. But cartoons, it's not good to watch for a long time.
That's right. It
But-
has a lot of violence
Oh,
sometimes.
Yes, but he's good because the TV is switched off now.
Yeah.
So he had been watching this.
That's right.
And next one.
When his car broke down, Mr. Pereira had been driving for 4 hours.
So he had been doing that for some time in the past. That's why we are using past perfect continuous.
right.
And Tiny, you know what happened?
Yes, that's right. Tiny had been coughing all day long, so I took him to the vet yesterday.
Oh yes, that's what happened.
So now he's all right.
Now he's all right, but this happened in the past for a time period.
Right.
So children, now you know we are using present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. Well, when it comes to both tenses, we are talking about a time period. What are the words that we are using to talk about time period again?
For and since.
Exactly. So for with the period of time and since with a point of time. And remember in that present perfect continuous, we use present perfect continuous to talk about actions that we started in the past but still continuing, or perhaps have finished just now, where you can see the evidence like the paint in my hands.
Oh yes. You
Like
need to
me.
wash that
Oh,
off.
I will. So when we are talking about present perfect continuous, we can write the sentence structure, subject, has, have, and been, plus ing form of the verb.
That's
When
right.
it comes to negative, you can simply add not after, hasn't been, haven't been, and the question form you just take has or have in front. And next, past perfect continuous, we use past perfect continuous to talk about actions which had been in progress up to a particular point in the past. So that means we had been doing that for a certain period in the past tense. It started in the past, we were doing it for some time, and then we completed in the past. So when we want to talk about such actions, for an example, Tiny had been coughing the whole day long, we can simply use the past perfect continuous. So we use past perfect continuous to talk about actions which had been in the progress up to a particular point in the past. When you write the sentence again, you can follow the structure subject had been, verb ing, form. Now remember, when it comes to past perfect continuous, it's super easy because though the subject is singular or plural, you can use had with both. So subject had been, verb ing form. That's how we use the past perfect continuous tense. And negative form, we simply add not after had not been. And to form the question, what do we do again? We take the had in front. So that's how you form the question form, interrogative. So I hope our children learn the difference between present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous clearly today.
Yes.
Because we gave them a lot of exercises.
That's very right.
And the structures. So before we wind up.
So it was a very good explanation today based on these two tenses, children. Hope you have enjoyed the lesson as well. So stay tuned, stay safe as well, and stay happy, and join hands with Guru Gedara on Rupavahini and watch these programs on their YouTube channel, that is Channel NIE. So stay safe once again, and goodbye.
Bye children.